Okay, let's dive in. So you shared this list. It's titled 10 Beloved Bible Verses. Basically, a kind of greatest hits of popular Bible passages.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And our goal here, I think, is to really unpack this specific list, not just, read them, but figure out why these 10 out of, well, thousands?
Right. What makes them resonate so much? Why are they considered beloved?
Exactly. What are the key things they offer people?
Okay, so let's maybe start where many lists do.
Yeah.
Genesis 1.1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Foundational stuff.
Absolutely foundational. Sets the whole stage, you could say. Puts everything in a context of divine creation.
But then the list seemed to move pretty quickly from the cosmic, the big picture, to something very personal.
Yeah, like John 3.1c. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son, you know the one. It offers this huge promise, eternal life, based on belief.
It's so direct. And that idea of divine love and hope, it's powerful.
Incredibly powerful. And speaking of hope, that brings us to Jeremiah 29.1. That one's everywhere too. For I know the plans I have for you.
Plans to prosper you.
The Elord himself
Plans to
goes
give you
before
hope in
you
the
and
future.
will be
Yeah.
with you. He will
Why do you
never
think that
leave
one
you nor forsake
specifically
you.
lands so hard when people feel uncertain?
Well, I think it's that direct address, plans for you. It feels personal. When things are chaotic or you're anxious, the idea that there's a specific positive plan, that's incredibly comforting.
Sense of security.
Yeah, against the chaos.
And from that future hope, the focus often shifts inward, doesn't it? Like Philippians 4.13. I can do everything through him who gives me strength.
Ah, yes. You see that one quoted a lot in contexts of challenge, athletics, personal struggles.
So what's the core appeal there? Is it just about power?
It's about tapping into something bigger than yourself, I think. When you feel limited or weak, the idea of an external, maybe unlimited source of strength to face anything. Well, that's compelling. Okay, and how does that connect with, say, Proverbs 3.56? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. That seems almost the opposite, less about doing, more about trusting.
That's a great point. If Philippians is about enabling action, Proverbs is more about finding the right direction. It's acknowledging, we don't always have the answers.
Right. So trust a higher wisdom for guidance.
Exactly. Surrender some control, find clarity. We all face stuff where our own smarts just aren't enough, right?
Yeah,
Really?
definitely. Then there's Romans 12.2 about transformation. Do not conform, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. What's the draw there, especially today?
Well, think about all the pressure to fit in, the pattern of this world. This verse offers an alternative. It speaks to wanting something deeper, maybe more authentic.
So like internal change leading to a different way of living.
Precisely. Renewing your mind suggests a fundamental shift, a path to maybe a more meaningful existence than just, following the crowd.
And staying with that inner life, Philippians 4.6 tackles anxiety head on. Do not be anxious about anything, but present your requests to God. That sounds very practical.
It really is. It's almost like a spiritual technique. Don't just spin out with worry. Instead, turn it into prayer, specific requests, with thanksgiving.
Yeah, it offers a concrete action.
And given how common anxiety is, it's no surprise that a verse offering a clear how-to for peace is so popular.
Okay, and what about when things are genuinely difficult? Romans 8.28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. How does that help?
See, this one doesn't say bad things won't happen. It's not about avoiding suffering. It's
No.
about the belief that even the bad stuff can be woven into a larger, ultimately good purpose by God. It gives meaning to hardship, which can be profoundly comforting when you're going through it.
Finding purpose even in the struggle. Got it. Another one that pops up a lot is Isaiah 41.7. So do not fear, for I am with you.
Yes. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. It combines a few themes we've hit.
Fear, God's presence, strength.
Exactly. It directly tackles fear and dismay, universal feelings. And the promise isn't vague. It's active presence, identity, strengthening, helping, upholding. It feels very solid.
Like a complete reassurance package.
Kinda, yeah.
And then often near the end of these lists, there's a shift outward. Matthew 28.12. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations.
Right, the Great Commission. This moves from personal comfort or strength to a mission, an action.
So it's not just about receiving, but also about doing.
Exactly. It gives believers a purpose beyond themselves, a global task. Its inclusion shows that for many, faith involves outward action, not just inner reflection.
Wow. Okay, so when you look at this whole list, Genesis starting everything, John 3.16 on love and hope, Jeremiah on future plans, Philippians 4.13 on strength, Proverbs on trust.
Romans 12.2 on transformation, Philippians 4.6 on anxiety, Romans 8.28 finding good in hardship, Isaiah 41.1 against fear, and Matthew 28.19 with the call to action.
It really covers a huge range of, well, human experience and spiritual needs, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It hits on origin, love, hope for the future, personal strength, guidance, change, peace, getting through tough times, feeling secure, and having a purpose. It addresses core human stuff.
Which leads to the final thought, really, for you listening. The Bible is vast, thousands of verses. So what is it about these particular 10? Think about their wording, the promises they make, the actions they call for. Why have these become so embedded, so beloved across so many different people and times?
Yeah, what does their incredible popularity tell us about what we as humans are fundamentally looking for or aspiring to? Something to really mull over.